Hello, and welcome back to Starfield. I am the Frenzied Viking, and in this video, we're going to be going over how to get from level 4, which is our current character's level, to 61 as fast as possible, using an outpost. In this video, I'll be detailing the items that you need to purchase in order to make the outpost and eventually grow it as fast as you can, as much as you can, so that way you waste as little time as possible. And also, you can sell the items that you'll be making in order to level up. And also, I will be cutting the video a little bit and popping in and out every once in a while to show you which traits you should pick up, and also what to do every once in a while using certain traits to level them up while you're also using the outpost. Well, let's get to it. First things first, the planet you're going to want to go to is in the Alpha Centauri system in Jemison. You're going to be landing at New Atlantis, which is where we are right now, basic New Atlantis area.
A diplomatic visa? You got to.
And if you followed my quick start guide, you will have, hopefully, you followed that one first. I will link that one to this one first. Your character choices will be background soldier for the jetpack and other things from the soldier. Alien DNA might seem detrimental because of healing from food items, but food items don't heal for jack. Not to mention their mass to heal ratio is absolute crap. While health packs heal for percentage of health, so the more health you have, the better off you are. But also, alien DNA gives you more health and oxygen as a start. Wanted because every once in a while, whether you're in space or you're on a planet messing around, there will be a spaceship landing if you're outside of a settled system or an outpost settlement. There'll be some bounty hunters coming to kill you, and you can raid them and possibly steal their ship if you have the correct pilot level, which I'll also be covering in another video on which things to level up and how to level that up. And terra firma, it gives you increased health and oxygen when on planet and moon surfaces, but it decreases when you're in space, and about 90% of the game, unless you like space combat, which means being in a space station or what have you that has no gravity or gravity, your health and oxygen will be decreased. But at the point when you're going to be doing that, you'll have plenty of health and oxygen to compensate. So as long as you have those traits and that background, you'll be doing good because, excuse me, as I said, you're going to want to have soldier because it gives you ballistics, jetpack training, and something else. I can't quite remember, but it'll be in the fast start video that I put on. You're going to come past that little security outpost and go up these stairs to Jemison Mercantile. And I will be putting what items you need and how many over on the screen in a little while I do this, but I'm definitely going to be cutting a vast majority of what I'm going to be buying out of this video. So that way, again, shorter video, faster watch, because if you're like me, I have a short attention span and I want to get things done quickly as possible without wasting too much time. So you're going to talk to this lady, if she will turn around.
Hi there. Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of...
Yes.
Oh, please.
You're going to go to resources. You're going to get...
Oh, Oh.
Selling art is a bit of an art itself.
Oh, please, take a look.
All right, so we got all the adaptive frames and other materials that we need. And all in all, it took about 3,000-ish credits. So if you have about 4,000 credits, it'd be easy to do this. We're doing the bare minimum for the list, but the list will be up there until I get to my ship. Also, I want to mention that you will be overweight for this. You can transfer the stuff to your ship's cargo hold if you want. Wouldn't really recommend it because, I mean, as soon as you land, you're going to be taking it back out. But as long as you don't, eventually you will be super overweight, but as long as you don't, like, jump and break your ankle when your health is completely empty to, like, 5 points, you'll be fine. All right, let's go. All right, so from Alpha Centauri system, we're going to be going to the Narian system, to the Androphon moon. It doesn't really matter where, but if you want to build it on the surface where the sunlight is, that's fine. It won't take long to set up, so you'll be fine. Go ahead and scan it for some EXP. Now, before you actually land, you're going to want to save. And it's very important that you do this because if you don't find a good spot with a close biome for the aluminum and iron that we're going to be requiring for the adaptive frames, it will take a long time to try and find it sometimes. Sometimes it'll be quick. Never know. But definitely drop a quick save or drop a regular save just in case. So that way you'll be able to do a real quick loadout. And then if you want, drop a quick save too before you land. Show the resources. And what we're going to look for is, and we're going to be looking for craters and mountains that are close together. So that's mountains, go 1 pixel up, mountains, 2 pixels, mountains, 2 pixels, craters. Okay, craters, go 1 pixel down. Craters, 1 pixel down, craters, 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 mountains. Okay, go back up 1. Craters, land. Go to your cargo hold, which is where most of your resources are. Take all the category items. And we got iron, and over there aluminum here, and then run towards the mountains and search for iron. Alrighty. Looks like we found a good spot. I'm gonna drop it down. Blah, blah, blah. Gonna get close to the beacon first. Then we're gonna switch to fly view. Pull the mouse back. We're on aluminum extractor. We're going to need a hardy patch because we're going to be placing 5 extractors. That should be pretty decent. And go to iron. That's a pretty decent patch. All right. Looks like we're pretty good, though. Boom. Yeah. I know. Power. Need power. Boom. You can't place them close together, obviously, for obvious reasons. 3, 4, 5. Go back over to the aluminum section. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's all that we have items for now. You can always place more, but next thing that we're going to do, we're going to go over to miscellaneous. We're going to go to the landing pad with Shipbuilder and try and aim the stairs as close to the outpost beacon as possible. Drop that down. And then we're going to go over to crafting and get the industrial workbench. Zoom in a little bit. We're going to place it as close to the stairs as we possibly can. Boom. And then I'm going to go over to furniture, scroll down to bed, and put that as close to the workbench as possible, because as soon as you get done resting, you're going to get over and run over to your crafting bench. And then we go over to structures, storage solid, and it matters which way you have this thing face. So what we're going to do is we're going to line it up as best we can. That way we can get as many in a row as possible for both the iron and the aluminum. And we can only place a couple of these. So I'm gonna go boom, boom. And then boom, boom. And that's it for right now. Get over here to the bed. Next thing that we're going to do, we're going to go back into the outpost builder. I'm going to zoom out. We're going to go to modify mode. And then we're going to link... Oh, no. We're going to link all of these extractors to all of these iron extractors to this crate here. I'm gonna do all that. And then come over here to the aluminum. And you get the idea. We're going to go back to build mode. We're going to go to solar array. And we're going to build enough for 50 power. Boom, boom, boom. You don't have to make them pretty. I don't really care. I'm just going to slap as many down as possible to get to 50 power. Boom, done. I slap one more down just in case I want to build more extractors. Now, our crates are over here. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go back into build mode and then switch to modify mode. We're going to link this one to that one and that one to that one. And then we're going to head back over here And we're going to rest for 4 hours just to get it going. And since we rested, the main reason why you want a bed and not a chair is because you rest, you gain a 10% EXP gain bonus for 24 minutes. Doesn't really matter how long it is, just because once you're done crafting, you're going to go back to bed to pass the time anyway. Go into the workbench. And then just craft as many as you possibly can, because we're just going to be building more storage crates. Now look, there's a level already. And since that happened, we're going to go over here, and we're going to put one in wellness. And the way to increase that one is by healing 200 damage. And once we have a lot of adaptive frames on us, our health is going to be dropping drastically. Vasco, personal space. Build mode. Fly mode. Boom. Boom. Come on. Nope. We want these as long as we possibly can instead of as high as we possibly can, because the taller you get them, it seems to cause it to get buggy, and it depends on the performance of your PC for if it will crash the game every time you load. So build them as long as possible and then go up. That should be good. And then go over to modify mode and then link your storages. Well, when that happens, all I gotta do is delete it. And then drop another one down. Boom. And you'll see they'll transfer from the front all the way to the back. And then let's get to crafting. More frames. We're going to put some in weightlifting because we're going to need that. Because we're going to try and work our way down to rejuvenation, concealment, and neuro strikes. And neuro strikes is going to be in another video to be able to level up your concealment. But for right now, you have to sprint while being over 75% or more of your carrying capacity. All right, so we hit 62 just because I had a little extra. A review of what we did for the skills while I was cutting things in and out. We got wellness to level 4, weightlifting is still level 1. Fitness to level 2, and how I did that was every time I rested, I ran towards the crafting table and manufactured as many adaptive frames as I could, got out of the crafting table, waited for my oxygen to refill completely back up, then I ran towards the bed and rested for another 24 hours. I also took points in energy weapon dissipation, gymnastics, and pain tolerance, so that way I could get down to the martial arts rejuvenation, neurostrikes, and concealment. And then how you level up rejuvenation is you regenerate HP outside of combat. And once at level 1, it automatically does that, and you regenerate more and more and more as you progress and as you make frames and rest. And it's now at level 4, which allows you to regenerate health even faster outside of combat, and you can now regenerate health quickly while in combat, which is going to be very handy in one of my next videos. So make sure you take that. And we leveled up commerce because we had the ability to, and our jetpack was, or boost pack, sorry, was ready to level up as well, which I also highly recommend going through the soldier background, because it will give you this skill as a base stat. And boost packs are the key through moving through Starfield quickly, because climbing up and being able to progress fast, in my fast start video, it'll tell you why. So hopefully you watch my fast start video first and then started watching this one. And now that we've got all this serious weight, our ship is way over there, so I'm going to try an experiment. We're going to go to our resources, and we're going to drop all of our adaptive frames. And we're just going to hold it. And now we can run with it. All... What was that? 157,854. We can just run with it instead of having it on our person and draining our oxygen, which is quite hilarious because you're holding it, but you're not holding it. And as you can see, my health bar is just slowly regenerating over time. And my oxygen is replenished. And we're just gonna run that out as we run towards our ship. Or, just for fun, we can pick it back up, burn out our oxygen, and once more, drop everything. Alright, we're at our ship. Pick up the frames. Go to the cockpit. We're going to take off, and then we're going to go to a very nice planet to be able to sell as much as we can quickly. Now that we're in space, open your map, zoom out. We're going to go to Voli Alpha. We're going to land on Neon. Or rather, we're going to jump to Voli Alpha, since we have not explored there yet. Scan it just for fun.
We're going to do a quick scan for contraband. You could be on your way.
Let them scan.
All right.
Now that we're on Neon, go into your inventory and drop all those adaptive frames and carry them as if they were nothing. Feel free to use your boost pack as necessary, or if you want to, whichever. Speaking of boost pack, the boost pack will only level up while you're in combat, so that won't happen right now, obviously. Whoops.
Don't move, Nesha.
What the hell is this about? Cut the act.
You can watch this and you'll get a little side quest for later. Now that we're out of the elevator, drop your adaptive frames. Pop a quick save just in case. Pick it up. And we're gonna head to the Trade Authority because they have the most money.
Need to move some merch. Yeah?
Yeah? Well, then let me... You either walk...
This guy's
So,
a little bit of a
instead
turd,
wasting
but
my time,
just skip through his dialogue.
Hey, I never said... Look, let's... Always happy to take your... You done here? Time to move on.
All right. After selling all of those frames and also buying some ammo and a brand new weapon, which I absolutely recommend you check every time you go into the shop to sell, is the advanced mag shear. Absolutely pivotal, critical weapon to buy for the next video. But it requires the .50 MI array ammo, which I bought about 2,800 of. You can buy more if you want. It kind of tears through the ammo very quickly, but it is an absolutely devastating weapon. And also, a modified Grindle doesn't have to be anything super special as long as it has the semi-automatic stat on it, because otherwise it won't have a lot of damage, which for some reason semi-automatic makes it do almost more than twice damage of no modifications to it whatsoever. And if you can manage to find semi-auto and armor piercing, that would be even better. But for the most part, these two weapons will be the weapons that you will be running forward with for a little while in the game, even at level 61. You won't be finding this advanced mag shear at anywhere below, I believe, level 30 or more. So after you hit 61, you'll be looking for this gun. It is pivotal that you get it. And I was also buying and selling random items in his shop in order to increase my commerce, which it didn't increase it a whole lot. I just need to just find some random junk laying around in abandoned areas and sell it off. But also, while you're here, pop that security +1, and we're just gonna go over here to the gal bank.
Welcome to Galbank, the settled system's premier financial institution. Have you tried one hard?
Drop a save.
Teller machine. Galbank ATMs.
And rob all of these ATMs, because you're gonna need to have a high lockpick capability further on in the game. And it'll also, well, you'll have to do 10 sneak attacks, which will be kind of difficult until you start leveling up these things right here, neuro strikes and whatnot, which means you'll be doing fisticuffs. But that's going to be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for future notifications. I'm Frenzied Viking. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.